Okay, so here's just a little quick tutorial of how I would recreate this in Inkscape to give the cleanest lines. So I would first choose, I've imported the picture so I can kind of use that as a template. If you don't need the swoop to be exactly accurate or whatever, you don't have to import that in. You could just do it by eye. But I'm just going to use this as a template and draw a rectangle right there. With my fill and stroke panel open, if that wasn't open, I do Control Shift F to open it. And I'm just going to make that rectangle a little bit transparent so I can see what's going on behind it by decreasing the opacity. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Bezier tool and I'm going to draw a swoopy line to kind of replicate what you've got here. And I'm going to start outside of the rectangle and I'm going to turn my snapping tools off. And so I'm just going to use the Bezier tool and sort of click a couple places here along where we want the curve. And then I will click the node tool so it shows me the nodes of these guys. And I can just click on this and start curving this shape the way I want it to be. And if you haven't played with editing nodes, this will be good practice. And then just kind of move these handles out. If you're not seeing the handles, that's this tool up here. And then I can go and I can change, you can change the style of the node. You can have either a corner node, a rounded node. This one is symmetric and this one is smooth. To quickly choose through these, you can hold down the control key and click to change, and it just rotates through the node types in the order that they are right there. So I can just hold down shift and click on these nodes and change them to smooth. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to take this line that I just drew and use it to divide my rectangle into two shapes. So I'll select that, hold down shift and select the rectangle, and then I go to Path, Division. And what that's done is it's divided that rectangle up into two parts. So then I can take this one and I can color it blue, and this one color it red. And now I can make the circle. So if you were making this, I don't know what you're doing with this, laser cutting, or if it's something to be printed. If you were wanting to laser cut this, I don't know if this would be an overlay or a cutout, but I'll show you how to do a cutout. Because that'll apply to everything basically. So I've just drawn a circle here, and if you need to be precise with your measurements, you could come in up here and make them exactly what you want them to be. I'm going to change the color of that to pink so I can see it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that circle to difference the blue shape and to difference the red shape. Because difference uses up your shape, I will have to duplicate that. So I'll duplicate it, Control D, and you can see that's made. Duplicate makes a copy exactly on top of the original, and I'm doing Control Z to put it back. Now I don't know if you want, I'm just going to duplicate this again to make a third copy, and I'm going to pull it over to the side here for later. So then you just select one of your circles, hold down shift and select the blue shape and do Path, Difference. And you can see that that chomped out a circle from the blue. It did not chomp out a circle from the red because we did not select the red, and you can only difference two objects at the same time. So now I'll select that second circle and the red part and do Path, Difference. Alright, so now you can see it chopped that out and it chopped that out. And get rid of the original picture now just by deleting it. And then I'm going to turn on my snapping tools. If you want this to be a cutout shape, that's why I did that third duplicate, because you can just like put it right in there and it'll fit perfectly. And then you can change the color of it if you want, because right now that's a cutout, so there won't be anything in there. Of course, if you were cutting it on a laser and you did that all together, it would leave that shape there, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. But anyway, that's how I would do that. Hope that helps.